Nancy Pelosi and other Democrats are highly critical of Ben Carson's experience to lead housing and urban development.
But he's never really done anything with housing policy, with urban development policy, and he's never run a major organization or bureaucracy.
Okay, but you don't think he's smart enough to learn?
I'm not saying that maybe he's not, but I do think it's a curious choice.
Nancy Pelosi says Carson is a disconcerting and disturbingly unqualified choice.
Mike Huckabee wondered where this type of criticism was for the election of President Obama.
He had zero executive experience. He had never done anything in foreign policy. He had never owned anything significant, run a small business. He had a very lackluster career and a very limited career as a legislator.
Weren't we told when Barack Obama was elected and people called him unqualified, so many people said that's a racist statement, that is racist to say that our first black president is unqualified to hold the office merely because he's only been a senator for 2 years.
That's
now
exactly
Dr. Carson,
right.
One of the most renowned surgeons, pediatric neurosurgeons in the world, he's too stupid to learn how to run an organization that has 8,000 employees?
Well, for 8 years, every time a person commented on something Barack Obama did and disagreed with him on a policy question, they were called a racist. Now, what is different, and why wouldn't that same standard be applied when people like Nancy Pelosi or Chuck Schumer or CARE go and attack Ben Carson?
Huckabee argued that Carson and his rags to riches story make him perfect for urban development.
But he spoke very eloquently about how to make an urban America a very different and safe place. This is not a man who has failed to think about these issues. And he grew up with a mother who worked 3 jobs to keep him off government assistance. I think we ought to say that not only has he been smart enough to become a neurosurgeon, but his own personal experience of growing up in dire poverty is a great platform to go to HUD and to say, what is the problem we're trying to solve? Not just, do I know something about what the government's been doing for 40 years, because, frankly, what the government's been doing for 40 years hasn't worked.
All these people who back Donald Trump, they want him to bust up the system. They don't like to look to the past as the example of how the future needs to be. And I venture to say they love to see somebody like Ben Carson go in and take an agency, be it HUD, be it veterans, be it whatever it is, and just bring new perspectives to it so that we don't keep getting the same results.